What's going on, everybody? It's me, Don Weeb, here with part 4 for What If Naruto Was the Reincarnation of the Sage of the Six Paths. Let's just hop into a little recap since it's been a week since the last part. Last time, Naruto had defeated Haku and Zabuza, going against his ideals and falling for anger and rage, in place of his idealistic world of where they could work things out without fighting. Naruto is now back at the Leaf Village with the rest of the Team 7 as they're awaiting for the Chunin exams to begin. Naruto is sitting around his room pretty depressed as he just is thinking some pretty deep thoughts, as last time Naruto had pretty much fallen into a bit of a depression from his failure to act during the Land of Waves earlier and his intention of when he killed and took a life from another shinobi. A few days have passed, and suddenly a knock comes on the door that Naruto ignores. Suddenly, the door comes flying open as Sasuke and Rock Lee are standing there, looking annoyed. Rock Lee comes barging in, telling Naruto that it's almost time they should be getting back to mission soon. It's been almost a week already. Naruto sighs as he looks up to see Lee and Sasuke. Sasuke and Rock Lee agreed that they'd come over to check up on Naruto since they haven't seen him anywhere around the village in the past week, which wasn't really like him. At first they had checked the library, his favorite spot to hang out, but he hadn't been there, said the Leaf librarian, and they couldn't think of anywhere else he might want to go, so they decided to check his house, and he was just laying there. Naruto gets up and he looks at Rock Lee and Sasuke and tells them that he's not feeling up for it, and that he's been feeling a little sick recently, and that they should go out and have fun. Sasuke and Lee drag Naruto out of the room by his arms as Naruto is pleading and begging not to go. Sasuke laughs, he picks up Naruto along with Rock Lee and chucks him out off of the balcony of his house as Naruto goes flying to the bottom branch below. As the other two then jump down after closing his door, they then rush off into the Leaf Village, with Naruto following, a little angry that they had done that, saying that he's going to get them for that. As they're running through, Naruto is following Rock Lee and Sasuke, jumping from rooftop to rooftop trying to catch them, when suddenly something catches his eye. Something feels ominous. Naruto, as well as Sasuke and Rock Lee, both all stop, as Naruto holds his hand up telling them that something bad is about to happen. They look down and they see 3 ninja, one of which is completely too powerful to be fitting into such a small body. It's almost as if he seems to be deceiving or using a transformation jutsu. Naruto jumps down to see what this presence is, and senses using his Rinnegan that there's something deep stored inside of this person with red hair. Naruto walks over to the boy as he is about to touch him on the shoulder when grains of sand come flying around and stop Naruto's hand. As Naruto's hand touches the sand, he then instantly recoils, pulling his hand back from sheer shock and pure instinct. So immediately, Sasuke and Rock Lee appear at his side as Gaara, Kankuro, and Temari all turn around. Naruto looks into Gaara's cold, lifeless eyes, almost the exact opposite of his own, which are always brimming with wonder, and is kind of repulsed by what he's seeing. Gaara sees Naruto, Rock Lee, and Sasuke, and pays no mind to the other two as he senses Naruto's strong power. Sasuke and Rock Lee both get annoyed from this as Naruto is getting the attention as Gaara stares back into Naruto's deep purple amethyst eyes. So, you sensed me all the way out here, huh? You must be an incredible sensory ninja. Well, clearly with those eyes, they seem to be following me, piercing into my very soul. What do you see in them? Naruto is kind of surprised by this and tells Gaara that all he can sense is something disgusting, some chakra that is not meant to be mixed with his own. Gaara laughs as he can tell that this person is too soft for their own good. Gaara then tells him that my name is Gaara of the Sand, and in the upcoming examinations, we're going to be victorious, Leaf Ninja. As Gaara and the rest of the team from the Sand Village walk away, with Gaara paying no mind to them anymore. Naruto now is kind of shaken, as he had never thought about this before, and how other people must perceive him for appearing to be such a know-it-all. Naruto is wondering what this could mean, when Rock Lee and Sasuke are talking to him on each side. Naruto, wake up! Naruto shakes back awake and says, huh? What? As Rock Lee and Sasuke explain that he was just standing there staring off into space like there was nothing. Naruto laughs and puts his hand behind his head, telling them that he's sorry, and they should go get something to eat. They go off to get something to eat, and then Rock Lee insists on training, and they all begin training as they rush around the edge of the Leaf Village. When they're rushing around, this is when Neji and Tenten are walking around with their own teammate, as well as Might Guy. As Guy Sensei is walking around, and we see the 3 other Genin, who are also going to be training to become Chunin. Guy Sensei sees Rock Lee, as Lee sees Guy and thinks about what he could have been if he'd been on their team. Rock Lee makes a quick snapping neck position as he goes back forward to continue walking with Sasuke and Naruto. As they head back all the way around the village, they then get into a forest, and they lay down where they sweat on the ground, hoping for some water of any kind from the intense workout. This is when Kakashi-sensei comes by and sees the trio laying down. "What are you guys doing out here?" "Training," says Rock Lee with a confident tone, as Sasuke and Naruto are pretty wiped out. Naruto looks up as physical enhancement has never really been his main focus, as he's always been trying to learn jutsu. "Kakashi-sensei, we saw some sand genin, I believe, from the sand village inside of Konoha. What do you think that's all about?" Oh, Kakashi says at this point, "Oh yeah, that's actually what I want to talk to you guys about. Ninja from other villages will be heading over into Konoha soon, as the Chunin exams are going to be taking place. Would you guys like to take place in the Chunin exams too?" Rock Lee immediately says that he would love to get into the Chunin exams, as he thinks about his all-time rivals, Sasuke and Neji Hyuga. With Neji Hyuga being of his own year, who had looked past him and ignored him. Lee's going to show him that his training, as well as how he's grown over the past month or so, has changed dramatically from the academy. He tells Naruto and Sasuke that he wants to do it. Sasuke agrees with Rock Lee because it only seems natural, as he does want to get stronger in order to defeat Itachi. Naruto is not opposed to taking it either, as he has been feeling rather concerned about everything as of late, and so the trio decide to take the examination. Naruto, Rock Lee, and Sasuke begin to head into the room itself. When they get into the tower, Rock Lee as well as Sasuke are pretty oblivious at first, with Sasuke not having used his Sharingan, as well as not really thinking of anyone using a Genjutsu on the building. Naruto, whose Rinnegan are permanently activated all the time, instantly sees through this Genjutsu and swipes his hand with chakra flowing through it, dispelling the Genjutsu with almost rather no difficulty, without Rock Lee or Sasuke noticing that he had deactivated it, in fact. As Naruto and the rest of the gang walk in, Neji Hyuga sees Naruto, and his eyes pierce as he thinks that this one might truly be a good rival for him, as well as the other one, Sasuke. Naruto turns around as he senses the Byakugan's eyes on him, and as he does so, the Byakugan meet Naruto's Rinnegan as they lock. Naruto turns and grabs Rock Lee's shoulder, spinning him around, telling him that Neji is directly behind them. Lee tightens his fist and tells Naruto thanks, and on the examination he's definitely going to crush Neji. Naruto continues walking forward with almost a slight sense of glee as he thinks about how excited his teammates are for this. As Naruto, as well as the rest of everyone else, gets inside the room and a test is handed out, Naruto, without having to use any cheating methods, instantly recognizes how to do this test. As Naruto's way smarter in this timeline, as well as read books in the Leaf Library on history, shinobi tactics, and overall was a great student. Naruto easily crushes out the test in only 3 minutes, as he answers every question based off of only memory. In fact, his score is so high it even beat out his own father, Minato Namikaze's score, by only 3 seconds, however. Naruto then turns his test in, as he turns his paper over waiting. Immediately, as everyone else is worried about that last question, Naruto senses some people trying to cheat off him, and quickly uses the Rinnegan's ability. Unknown to him, Naruto, through his desperation to protect himself, uses the almighty push technique to push Gaara's Sandai away from him. Suddenly, Gaara's Sandai dispels and almost bursts into a large burst of sand, as Gaara quickly swipes the sand away before any Chunin would notice. Gaara, surprised by this ability and had no idea what was coming from it. Naruto is basically holding his paper tight, as Hinata is sitting next to him looking rather confused as Naruto is hugging over his paper. Hinata blushes as she thinks that Naruto's still super smart even after the academy, and he's kind too. Immediately after everyone is complete, a lot of teams leave as they don't think they can handle the questions. This is when the final question of if everyone can stay. If you fail this examination, then you never become a Chunin. Naruto isn't worried as he's confident he aced the examination, and so is, of course, Sasuke and Rock Lee, who Rock Lee did fine in the original as well. As everyone is completed, then Anko comes rushing into the room now, demanding that it's her turn for her examination, as the all of the teams begin to head out from the room, into the Forest of Death. Naruto walks along slowly with Sasuke and Rock Lee as they're given their Heaven Scroll. Now they need to find an Earth Scroll in order to complete this examination. Naruto uses his Rinnegan sight abilities and peers inside of the sealed scrolls for each of the teams. Nailed one. Underneath the belt of a grass ninja, who seems rather ominous to him as well, this person sees Naruto immediately and locks eyes with him, seemingly having a wicked smile flash on its face before the grass ninja stops and composes herself. She begins to walk over, but Anko interrupts as she tells them to get going as the examination is about to begin. This is where we see Orochimaru, or for what we know would be Orochimaru for the first time. Naruto goes dashing into the forest as Orochimaru thinks that there might be two targets that he might want in this examination. An unknown wild card to him. As Naruto goes rushing off into the forest with Rock Lee and Sasuke, Naruto tells them that that other guy from the grass ninja, I think it was a girl actually, well, she was looking at me pretty weird, but she definitely had an Earth Scroll. I think they're to the left of here. If we can head over there faster, then we will be able to get through this rather easily. As they're heading into the woods, Naruto is waiting with Sasuke when Rock Lee has to go to the bathroom. Suddenly we hear a loud scream of terror as Rock Lee comes flying out of the woods with him pulling up his uniform as he kicks a ninja out of the way, completely destroying this man with his taijutsu. Rock Lee then punches his fist in the air and tells him that's what he gets for trying to sneak up on him while he's in the bathroom, pervert. The guy who's completely knocked out has no idea what's going on as they take his scroll for good measure, even if it isn't the one that matched theirs. Naruto then tells Lee that was a good job, and that he had incensed him as he, for some reason, had gone under his radar, unfortunately. Rock Lee says it was fine as him and Sasuke continue, Sasuke being a bit peeved that Naruto had complimented Lee instead of himself for already knowing that there was someone there, and wanting to see how he'd reacted. Naruto, who's walking ahead, suddenly feels something strange as a snake comes rushing out of nowhere, Naruto seeing it with his Rinnegan. As Naruto is about to see Rock Lee and Sasuke chomped by the snake, something within him snaps as Naruto taps into a bit of that power from the Land of Waves. He holds his hands out as he says, "Almighty push!" At that point, he then pushes the entire snake back as its body curls in on itself, its spine crackling and bursting into bits and splinters, until the snake becomes a crumpled ball. Naruto sees Orochimaru standing on top of second snake, and then immediately senses that this is that grass ninja. Sasuke, Lee, get out of here now. Sasuke and Rock Lee have no idea what he's talking about, and Naruto turns around quickly, his Rinnegan flashing, and says, "Go, now!" Lee and Sasuke dive into the forest, following Naruto's intense orders, as Lee and Sasuke go rushing off. One got away, Orochimaru thinks. Well, at least the other one's smart to run. This one's too stupid to. Suddenly, Naruto appears out of nowhere, creating 3 shadow clones, all using different bullet techniques. Air, lightning, mud bullet style. All chakra natures attack. Bullet wind. Suddenly, the entire forest seems to be alight with bullets of chakra as they go flying towards Orochimaru. Orochimaru says that trick's not going to work on him, as he uses his snake body to coil himself and block most of the attacks. As the snake then wraps itself around Orochimaru, it's getting a lot of damage from Naruto's bullet techniques. That's about a third of my chakra, Naruto thinks as he deactivates his shadow clones, returning some chakra to himself. He goes rushing towards Orochimaru in his snake form, and then begins to cover his entire right arm with chakra, as well as fill out his chakra paths there. He then rushes directly towards it and punches the snake, causing a large effect to go rippling across it as the snake's belly bursts, with organs and blood spilling out of it. Orochimaru goes flying back into a tree as Naruto goes rushing forward. Orochimaru, who's laughing as this is actually kind of fun, decides to get a little bit more serious with Naruto. As Naruto is blocking, attacking, and kicking, he suddenly sees something flying out of nowhere. Rock Lee comes flying out of seemingly nowhere, punch-kicking Orochimaru out of the way. Orochimaru says, I guess you'll have to clear the trash first, as Sasuke comes running out of nowhere with his Sharingan at 3 Tomoe activated, punches Orochimaru and quickly uses the Phoenix Flower Flame Jutsu. Immediately, a burst and wave of flame covers Orochimaru. Sasuke and Rock Lee grabs Naruto and try to run away from the attacker. As they get out of there, Naruto tells them that they can't run, that they need their scroll in order to pass. And then Sasuke and Rock Lee tell him that guy could keep up with Naruto when he was getting serious. There's no way they can take him together. Sasuke says begrudgingly, where Rock Lee affirmatively nods. Suddenly, Orochimaru appears, seeming out of the earth as if he had burrowed under there, with half of his face being melted off from the grass ninja, as we see Orochimaru's true form erupt out of nowhere. Orochimaru, with now laughing, cackling, Naruto sees his snake-like form and is disgusted, as he tells Sasuke and Rock Lee to get out of there and leave him. Rock Lee and Sasuke say they're not going to do that, as even though they're afraid, they can take him together. Now, Rock Lee and Sasuke dive into the battle, with Rock Lee getting attacked really heavily by the snake that Orochimaru conjured. The snake biting Rock Lee and taking him away, as Rock Lee disappears off into the forest. While Sasuke is now fighting with Orochimaru, Naruto is charging his chakra for a big attack. Okay, let's do this. At that point, Rock Lee suddenly comes bursting out of nowhere, with the first gate activated as he ripped his way out of the snake, and it comes rushing onto the scene, a green energy flowing over his body, as his speed and strength have boosted to a higher level. He goes flying around Orochimaru while kicking and attacking, while Sasuke is throwing kunai and using shuriken to distract him. Naruto, as he's charging his chakra, tells them to get out of there right now, as Sasuke surrounds Orochimaru with a tight metal wire. Naruto then says, I don't know if I have enough chakra to do this technique, but if I can, then it'll be all over. Naruto uses his Rinnegan powers and taps into a power that he's never actually used before, but believes he might be able to do, seeing how his other powers work. Suddenly, Naruto opens his eyes and then says, Planetary devastation, as Orochimaru is confused what he's about to do. Naruto grabs his hand out, using the chakra and his Rinnegan glow brighter. Suddenly, Orochimaru's body goes flying off into the air, as rocks are around the entire forest and trees begin to get ripped out of the ground. As Orochimaru is about to be surrounded by the entire planetary devastation attack and sealed away, Naruto then runs out of chakra as we see a bead of sweat run down his face. Naruto's Rinnegan slowed down as he falls to the ground unconscious from pain, as Orochimaru uses his chakra and bursts out of the rock ball. That stupid kid. He goes rushing down towards Naruto, as Rock Lee and Sasuke are horrified that Orochimaru could have actually beaten Naruto. Now Sasuke jumps in the way as Orochimaru is about to bite Naruto on the neck. As he bites Naruto and Sasuke, he quickly uses this technique to implant the curse mark on Naruto as well as Sasuke. Now, Sasuke, imbued with the heavenly curse mark, is then sees as Naruto is imbued with the curse mark. Something strange happens with Naruto's curse mark as it begins to feel altered. Orochimaru pays no mind to this as he then escapes before Rock Lee can do anything. Rock Lee, who comes rushing into the scene to try and defend his teammates, picks up Sasuke and Naruto as they go rushing off into the woods. An odd thing begins to occur in Naruto, though, as, unknown to him, the curse mark's natural energy that is surrounding him, powered by the Rinnegan, as well as Hagoromo's Otsutsuki chakra deep inside of him, begins to alter Orochimaru's curse mark. Inside of the seal of the curse mark, we see Orochimaru's body crawling around its way to try and peep into Naruto's mind. We suddenly see Hagoromo's spirit, the Sage of the Six Paths, as it kills Orochimaru, leaving only the nature energy spot in its place. The mixture of nature energy that had been given to Naruto, already mixing with his Sage of Six Paths powers, as well as him having the power of night and day within himself instead of spread out like what we see Hagoromo giving. His chakra is already beginning to affect the curse mark, and so we see the curse mark's leading entry point to absorb nature energy, is beginning to form into a different type of seal. Naruto winces in pain as something happens within him, as Orochimaru's form had died and Hagoromo's spirit now had a place to absorb nature energy. This gave him an ability only known to the Otsutsuki clan, without having to defeat one, fortunately for him, due to having already defeated an Otsutsuki by containing its spirit almost in Reincarnation. Now, Naruto, or Hagoromo's reincarnation, you could say, inherits something called, what is called in the Otsutsuki clan, the Karma Seal. If you guys want to see the next part for What If Naruto Was the Sage of the Six Paths Reincarnation, make sure to hit the like button, comment down below what you thought, as well as subscribe to the channel for more, hit the notification bell if you want. And with that all said, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.